So hi everyone, welcome to our monthly Students for Good webinar, a webinar for students by students that's been going on for the past 4 years. This theme is about being you and the importance of taking care of your mental health by sharing who you are. And I'm really excited for our fantabulous, awesome, brilliant change makers that'll be presenting for you today, including the lovely Mary, Kaylee, and Jahan in the order of their presentations. So just to start off, let's talk about where you're calling from and, winter break. What are you looking forward to about spring break? And what is one of your favorite acts of kindness? So if you could just drop that in the chat, or if you can unmute yourself and talk a little bit about that too, that'd be phenomenal.
So I'm Collie from Mississippi. I'm from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I'm a junior right now. What I'm looking most forward to for spring break is probably a break from school and all the tests I have to take this week. So I have not only the midterms, but also like regular tests. I don't know why they put it in the same week, but they just did. And one of my favorite acts of kindness is just telling someone that they look good, or just easy things that can brighten up someone's day.
I love that answer. I personally am calling from Austin, Texas. It's a state capital. My favorite part about spring break, I'm excited to go home, hang out with my sister, and not work for a little bit. And my favorite act of kindness, a big one for me, I like buying someone a cup of coffee. I feel like that's something really sweet to do for a person, and it's just a really easy way to brighten up their day. So going back into a little bit about what Digital for Good X #ICanHelp does, our mission is to empower student change makers and promote digital safety through our powerfully relevant curriculum, hands-on training, and global social media community. And there we celebrate youth innovation, we empower student change makers, and we promote digital safety. And look at how cute these pictures are. So today's events, we're going to be right on time, 4:05 PST, 6:05 CST. Panelist presentations, and then about 4:35, if we get some more people popping in, we'll go into breakout rooms. Most of the time we just do it in the main room, and then we'll get our closing statements from our fantabulous panelists today. So 15-minute Q&A. Don't be too nervous about the interrogation, guys. We're going to ask reasonable questions. So first off, we're going to have the lovely Mary. Is it Z?
It's Sia. It's kind of like Sia.
Oh, that's beautiful. Also, I love that your top in that picture. So we have the lovely Mary Sia, the creator of her STEM journey, which is just fantabulous. I love women in STEM, but I'm a marketing major. That won't be me, but I love all the other women in STEM. And then we have Kaylee Marsh, who's one of the wellness ambassadors at her high school. And then we'll have Jahan Idsasi. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Beautiful. Part of STEM Up, which is a nonprofit organization. Lots of STEM today, and I just love seeing women in STEM. So, Mary, whenever you're ready.
Hi everyone, I'm Mary Sia, and I'm a junior at Oak Grove High School. So when I first got into high school, I realized that most students who participate in STEM activities such as Science Olympiad are all boys. And I wanted to research more about this, so I did some research, and I realized that it's not because we don't have the ability to do STEM, but rather because of gender stereotypes. So because of this, I decided to create her STEM journey, and this is to foster gender diversity in the field of STEM. Alongside of that, I also created a YouTube channel, and it's called Mary's Study Journey, and I have educational videos on there that also supports her STEM journey as well. So other than that, I'm also the first author of a research paper, and it is the recent trend of internet censorship measurement and detection. So this also kind of goes along with cybersecurity, and this can also help with cyberbullying, because when we know where these censorship measurements came from, then we can directly address the issue of cyberbullying. And this is just something I do personally because I like STEM and I like computer science, and this is just something that I did alongside of this. And at my school, I'm the president of our school's Mu Alpha Theta, which is the Math Honor Society. And the funny thing is, everyone else, who like the vice president and all of them, they are all boys. So I'm like the only girl up there, which is like not bad. And then also the junior class president of student council and accept captain of speech and debate. And I like to use my voice to inspire others, so that's why I'm in speech and debate. Her STEM journey, so who are we? Her STEM journey is a project that, like I said, aspires to encourage interest in STEM, especially in women. And we strive to convey what is the importance of STEM and not just in education, but also how we can use it in our daily lives. So this is to help break gender stereotypes and encourage other people, especially young girls, to achieve their goals and also to open doors to opportunities. And how we do this is firstly through interviews. The first two pictures are interviews that I've conducted with successful female professors at our local university. So the first one, she is a math major, and the second one, she's a professor in computer science. And I believe having role models is really important when we have this aspect and when we can listen to someone else talk about their experience and what they've done to achieve the position and where they are currently. I think it is really inspiring to young kids who want to do that as well. So seeing someone else who has already done what you have done. And so for my YouTube channel, I do problem of the week videos. So every week I used to post AMC math competition problem explanation videos, and now I post Python problem of the week explanation videos. These are all just to show that even though problems are difficult, if you have interest in them, you can definitely do it. It doesn't matter like where you are right now. And also, alongside of that, I also have standardized testing tips, which a lot of people struggle with, like the math and science portion of the ACT or SAT. So I try to help with that. And I also have a Python book, and I post basically chapters that I write. And this consists of intro to Python knowledge and also detailed explanation of MIT OpenCourseWare problems. And this is just something that MIT, the school, their website has open problems for Python, and I basically explain these problems. So I have videos on those, and I also made it more girly by having like cute notes in what I do for my explanation book. And it's an educational book, but it's more fun to read, unlike the bland textbooks that we are used to reading.
That was fantastic to hear from. Like I said, I'm super passionate about women in STEM, so being able to hear that from somebody who's clearly making that happen is just so inspiring to hear from. So Mary, you're fantabulous.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. I know personally that I have a bunch of different questions. And this is where we get a lot of that social media content from. Our video production team is going to take the responses to your questions, and especially because this is when your face gets big. Has anyone ever denied to you that there's a need for women in STEM or that women are underrepresented in STEM?
I don't think that anyone has directly denied or said that we don't need women in STEM, but the issue occurs when it is something that is stereotyped and everyone already knows that boys are supposed to do STEM, such as science, and women go to nursing or being something like that is more literature wise. So even though it's not directly stated that there shouldn't be women in STEM, a lot of times it's the women themselves that we feel as if we shouldn't go into STEM because it's not for us.
That was a beautiful answer. Where do you see your project in the next 5 years? And then I'm going to unspotlight you and spotlight you. So whenever you're ready.
So what I want my project to do in 5 years is right now I want to expand my project to not only raise awareness, but also to do something about it and to encourage, not only just encourage young girls to pursue STEM, but also provide more resources in our communities, not just in my home state of Mississippi, but also worldwide, so we can encourage more girls to go into STEM, not just by having role models, but rather letting these role models teach them how to do what they want to do, and also just educate younger children on the gender disparity and how to basically solve this issue by saying that gender disparity is not real, in the sense that we all have this ability, we just need to want to pursue our passion. And I think teaching that to young students is really important before they have a preconceived notion of what jobs they should go into, because I realized when we're really young, whenever they ask us what do we want to be when we grow up, we always have these big dreams and passions. But as we grow older, I feel like these dreams die down as people start to basically see what the reality is. And I think the reality shouldn't just be that, but rather we should be able to pursue our dreams that we've had as a kid.
Again, beautiful answers from our lovely panelists today. They're just killing it in every single way that there is out there. And now we're going to do a final wrap up, but it's also going to be answering a question. So I am making it hard. Mary, we'll throw it to you first, but it's what advice would you give to someone else considering doing something similar to what you're doing? And then also, just what are your final closing thoughts? What's the last thing you want the audience to know? But the final kicker is you got 2 minutes to do it. So,
So I think to anyone else who wants to start an initiative to help our community and to build basically something that we are passionate about, I think the best thing we can do is to just do it. Like the Nike logo says, is to just do it. But it's really not as easy as to just do it, because I even know the Nike logo itself took 17 and a half hours to create. And I think that represents that something as simple as that can be so difficult, and the initiatives behind it. And I think to create something and to have passion is the strongest thing that we have. So it is the root cause for everything that we learn, that we do. And I think if you have the passion, then you can do anything. So if anyone wants to do anything, take any initiative, I think the main thing is to know in deep down in your heart that that is something that you really want to do. And I think if you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to take initiative, and don't be afraid to reach out for help. Find resources, ask people who have done it before you, because having these role models and having people to look up to, they can give you really good advice. And I've learned that from conducting interviews with successful female figures in STEM. And so for a few closing words, I would just like to say that her STEM journey is built off of passion and advocacy for women to have better resources to go into STEM and to take initiative. So I think what this represents is that we can all do anything as long as we have the passion to do it, and as long as we can put our foot forward, and to not be deterred by gender stereotypes, to not be deterred by any type of stereotypes or any outside factors. We have to look deep down inside our heart and see what we actually want to do, and to pursue that, because no one else is going to do it for you but yourself. So as long as you want to do it and you take initiative to achieve what you truly want to do, I think that is where we create a better world.
to be a little unprofessional, Mary, you ate that.
Thank
That
you
was
so much.
beautiful. And you were a fantastic public speaker.
Thank
If
you.
you weren't already doing everything else you're doing, I would say that's something that you should consider doing, because you had my attention locked in. All of that TikTok 15-second memory span, all of it went towards you. So you're a great public speaker. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay, y'all. So as Kaylee said, we're both members of the Digital for Good X hashtag I Can Help team. If you're ever interested, we're looking at, we pretty much take everybody. We'd love to get somebody in these states right here. We're getting there, but it's just really important to us. We do a really great job with our mission, and just proving that, to use UT's phrase, what starts wherever you are changes the world. So that's as simple as just applying on our website, icanhelp.net, or reaching out to literally any single member. Our next webinars are going to be around the following themes. We're looking at looking forward next month, and then leaving your legacy in May. So a lot of you seniors, if you know any other seniors who might want to present your projects, that's a great idea. And then June, we like to wrap up with the life is beautiful, because the summer is beautiful and it makes us all happy. And then, of course, if you know anybody who's interested, Grace, if you were here, can you please drop this in the chat? This is the panelist application I had y'all fill out. Mary, this is what I sent in your LinkedIn. If you know anybody else who might be interested in. And of course, here's y'all's social medias as well. And we'll be sending this out along with our content. I know we didn't have as many people show up today. It's just because we're moving to the new platform, but we do get a lot of views on our platform of 11,000 people afterwards. So that's why I made sure that y'all were ready for the TikTok portions that we'll be making from this. And then I'll be sending you this feedback survey as well. So thank y'all so much for presenting.
Thank
Thank
you.
you about all your projects.
Thanks. Y'all have a great rest of your night.
You too.